This is Forward Unlimited with your hosts, Constantine and Susanna.
Boom, check it out. We're out here at the IPSB Close Protection Conference. I'm so excited about this, man. Thanks to these guys, Sentinel, man,
yes,
Constantine.
Thank you.
We got this awesome booth, and it's amazing. So we're just taking in interviews and just kind of getting a pulse for the industry and the event.
And there's some pretty amazing people here.
Absolutely, man.
So many cool people.
There's so many people that I still got to get on my podcast that I got to
Yeah.
And that's kind of I thought I was going to run out of people to interview from our industry because it's so small and so, compared to other industries.
Yeah.
But there's so many amazing people out there in the shadows of the world doing protection.
Do you think there's any right here beside us right now that could be amazing? Like right beside us, maybe?
Maybe this way.
Maybe.
So we've got Susanna in the house. How you doing, girl?
Good. How are you?
It's an honor to have you. You were one of our panelists at the EP Forum yesterday. And it was an honor to have you there kind of talking a little bit about something I think a lot of people struggle with, which is branding in our space. A lot of handshake guys, a lot of guys that I would kick a door down with, but this new realm of the digital realm presents some challenges that I think a lot of good people need help understanding how to overcome. But that's my 2 cents on it. Why don't you let everyone know who you are, what you're doing, where they can find you.
Well, thank you again for allowing me to be part of the panel yesterday.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. So
Okay, Susanna, stop for a second. Do you think it's good to tell the story of how she got on the panel?
Sure.
Yeah,
do you want to tell the story? You
Absolutely.
did it, so yeah. One of you guys.
I think
Did you EP ventriloquism over here? Is that what you did to us yesterday?
Yes.
No, but here's the thing. We talk about creating opportunities.
Yes.
And Susanna said, I'm going to go and directly go to the person that's kind of like facilitating this.
Yeah.
I'm have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
And
And
she-
she locked on to me. I saw her from like a few steps away. I was like, something's happening right
No,
now.
100%.
I was like, I'm going to be in the front of the stage. My guys are watching.
I would not even do what she did.
Yeah,
'Cause I'd be like, maybe like what if you were that, what if you weren't that kind of guy?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to me and telling me to put you on the panel?
You know what? This is big because honestly, I don't even know if I would have done. I thought the only reason she did, I was like, Sentinel, the boys must have put her up to this.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking to myself. Hey, you never know what you're gonna get. Until
Yeah,
you
man.
Go after it.
So what she do? She basically went to Byron and said, Byron, where is your women speakers? And well, look, Byron had some stuff lined up. It didn't come as into fruition as it did. So she says, well, why don't you put me on?
Yeah.
Just like that. I'm like, why don't you put me on? Why don't you just think about this? Let's break the schedule that's already in place now,
Right.
and put her in.
And just do it.
And you did it.
And of course, I'm all about flow.
That was great, though.
Yeah.
It's
And
like-
we're gonna put some B-roll on this.
Yes.
But here's what blew me apart. I told her this. The fact that it looked like it was meant to be. Like it was
course.
so organically incredible.
Homie, I built the parachute on the way down. There's so much about my brand that looks like it's supposed to meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And we just build it on the way,
Yeah.
And so it was just, that's the way I love to do it.
Yes.
You guys put me in a position to win, even with this booth, right?
Yeah, man.
And now we're just going to crack off some grand slams. That's
Yeah,
what we
buddy,
do,
100%, man.
I love it. Yeah.
So that was it. So this was an opportunity where Susanna created her opportunity. She got the stage, she worked the crowd, and she was a great contributor. So,
Huge.
anyways,
Thank you.
go.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the good promotion.
Hey.
So I am Susanna. I'm the founder of Evolutes, which
Yes.
is a branding and marketing agency that specializes within the security industry, but we also have footprints in other markets right now, such as real estate, construction, jewelry, and entertainment.
Outstanding.
So we provide services to help companies, but also professionals to stand out online,
Yes.
but also make sure that they monitor everything on like their presence online as well. So we help them create, but also maintain it. So we do content creation, social media management, website design, UI UX design, copywriting. So everything that you might think that goes under the social media realm, we covered up.
But is that important, do you think, Byron? Like, do you think it's important for someone to brand themselves?
This digital realm is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so important on every single area, It's where people are hunting your kids. It's where your business shows up and legitimizes itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's where the battle's fought and won. It doesn't even honestly, it sometimes almost matters less who has a better product.
Right.
It's all about who's got the better marketing and who's able to dominate that space in everyone's minds and their eyeballs and their bandwidth that they have for taking in information. It's like, and that's where the real battle's fought and won.
And you mentioned like 2 examples, like very extreme examples. Well, that is what I like to say about social media, that social media is a powerful tool if you know how to utilize it.
Yeah, it's like a gun.
Exactly.
100%. And it can do extreme evil, and it can be the thing that stops extreme evil.
Absolutely. I mean, right behind you, there's some incredible footage going on.
Right.
Imagine, I was talking about this with you yesterday, Susanna. I mean, we put out I like to think some great content.
You guys do amazing
Yes.
content.
But the thing is, if we put out great content and 17 people are watching it, okay? I mean, this is where they say content is queen, marketing is king.
Ooh,
I
like that. I like that.
I know.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you need that plan. And what Susanna told me yesterday, she says, look, I'm looking at the stuff that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You guys need a strategy plan.
Yeah.
On what you can do to help you get it out there.
Amplify it.
Yeah, because just posting something, for example, is not going to work.
Not enough.
Exactly.
But you're so right. You're so right. The branding perspective is key here. 1970 websites, for example, are not going to cut it anymore. You need something intuitive that someone can interact with.
Right, something beautiful.
You know
Did she make your guys' website? Because your website's gorgeous.
No, she didn't make that. She didn't.
Okay.
No, but
Well,
she's
maybe
probably going to have some flair on touch
Maybe
of
we
it.
need to talk offline, man.
Yeah,
That thing
yeah.
is gorgeous. Their
Yeah.
website's amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Better than my website. So what is the number one thing that you help people with? If you were going to say the first thing.
Is going back to the basics.
Yeah.
And seeing everything from, like, as I like to say, like on black and white, and we spoke about that yesterday, on paper.
Yeah.
So I need to understand your messaging. I need to understand what your goals are. I need to understand who your target market is and what the overall vision is for your company. And the first thing is I like to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
I like to realign everything, and then you are able to take the next step. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, jump to the website and try to rebrand it. But what exactly are you rebranding?
Yeah.
Because
What is your message anyways?
Exactly, what is your message? So for me, what I would say good at is actually bringing it back to the beginning and make you think. Like, maybe you started a business 5 years ago.
Right.
And you had a specific idea of what you wanted, but like 5 years after, your potentially services have changed, your staff have changed, your view on the world, how your service has changed. So that is the most important thing that we do is.
So it's like shooting, I mean, I'm an infantry guy, right? So, it's like you get the guy, he's got the Ninja holster, he's got the latest and greatest gadgets, red dot, all the stuff. He wants to run and gun. He doesn't know why he's not hitting anything, and he's not able to keep up. And it's like, bruh, you just got to master the basics. Shooting is shooting. Shooting and moving is shooting. Shooting in a car is shooting.
Yes.
Shooting is shooting. Master the fundamentals of shooting. Now you're effective, and now we can go do it underwater as we jump out of helicopters
Okay,
and stuff.
let's talk about posting for a second.
Okay.
Now, I heard you say yesterday that one should post at least 3 to 5 times a week. I think you post like 500 times a day.
I'm a freak, man. Yeah.
Okay, but to me, like, is there an element where, like, Brian, for yourself, when you're posting, like, is there like a, like,
What's your end goal?
Yeah,
when
what,
you
like,
post? I'm curious too.
because to me, you put so much good stuff out. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that. Like, how do you do it?
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. So now I'm hearing the impact and the effect.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is I want to have a relationship with these people, So I want to like every day I'm giving them something of value every day. And so what I'm doing is I'm fostering a high level relationship with them where they're spending maybe a few hours with me a week.
Right.
If you're watching my podcast and you're seeing my 5 to 10 minute videos, at least one of them per day, and the algorithm finds you another one at some point, we kind of are like, I might be one of your best friends. Like, you'll know a lot about me and you're going to get warmer faster. And then when I say to you or ask you or proposition and say, hey, I have this $5,000, $6,000, $2,000 product that I believe will change your life and give you a career path where you can make 6 figures out here in the United States, that has been amazing for me and that I've plugged a lot of people in already. You're going to be like, this guy's legit. Like, I just saw him this morning at the gym talking to me about this and that, and I just saw him over there on the private airfield dropping a field note about what he does. Like, you're going to be like, oh, I just saw him with all the students that he brought through the course. Oh, I just saw a testimonial of one of the guys that he just got a job in 3 months who was like working at a casino, was like, I hope I can get into EP. And now he's at Comic-Con with 3 different artists. Yeah, I mean, like, you're going to be like, okay, you know, and you're going to reach out to my customer support, or you're just going to be like, let's just do this online.
Right.
Because I'm like your dude, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking, everything I do is all about relationships.
Yes.
And so I'm trying to widen my sphere of relationships.
Right.
You know, and so that's really what it is. And also I attack culture.
Okay.
You know, so sometimes it's not even just a goal of like get people in the door to our school so we can impact and contribute to their life and build a more valuable network for everyone there. But I'm really trying to impact the culture of the protection industry.
Yes.
And really the culture of the world.
Right.
And so I want moms, single moms, to be like, I need to learn how, I'm 110 pounds, I need to learn how to protect people. How can I do that? Where can I do that? Byron Rogers is teaching me the soft skills of how to live a safer pattern of life, and he's consistent. And so I'm going to take that online course, you know? And so I'm aiming at multiplying protectors.
Okay.
And I can do that online with an ongoing relationship.
Wow, man.
Protectors are the white blood cells in the body of humanity.
I love that.
And it's a calling. It's more than just like a business or a
And
job.
that's what I like, because we talked about the same
Yeah.
thing almost on the panel about different strategies for different type of influencers on LinkedIn. Some people, for me personally, with my type of audience that I have right now, 3 to 5 is the minimum to do. And then you see what you want and how they react to it.
How they react
How
to
they
it.
react
Is
to
that
it.
per week or per day?
Per week.
Per week.
Yeah. Sometimes if your audience is reacting, if for you it's mostly you want to give your audience more content so that they can digest more, then you can bombard them, for lack of a better word, and so they have a lot to look into and a lot to digest. But that is because your audience is responding to that and it's working for you, and that's the strategy that you've applied and learned.
That works with your avatar.
Exactly.
And then the other thing is, most sane people don't want to make more than like 3 to. You might have to fight them to get 3 to 5, 3, 4 pieces of content out of them.
Yeah.
You know, most normal people. Me, fortunately, by the grace of God, it's just, this is like a war. I wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm going to war against evil, and this is what I was created to do.
You're not even you're not part of the 5 a.m. club. You're part of the 4 a.m. club.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
4 man. Hey, it's a war. It's hard. It hurts every time. It hurts so good. It's a discipline.
It is.
And the more people I can get to understand the art of protection, the safer the world's going to be.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question, because you guys are talking a language that I think a lot of people out there may not know, and this is this.
Yeah.
You mentioned the word algorithm.
Yes.
Okay? Now,
The evil.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
so I think it's important, first of all, that we talk about algorithm and what it is, because again, we just remember, if we're going to spoon feed this to people, especially people that don't know how to brand themselves, what is the importance of an algorithm? How do you make the algorithm work for you?
Well, I mean, I'll start, I guess.
You start, yeah.
The algorithm is like the Matrix, man. It's the rules by which
You have to play.
You have to play in order to play in their game. So it's basically what they decide to show and how much they decide to show it based on the metrics of like what they want their platform to be about. So I'm on the dark side. Like, I'm like a villain, you know, because I do a lot of firearms stuff, and I use real world violence. And so like I'll find a way to like make the algorithm serve me and show a high volume of my content to them, but they'll cap me off at a certain level because they don't want their platform to be about that. And then they'll change up, and then they'll shuffle the deck and at once a quarter, and and all of a sudden,
quarter. That's the evil part of it. It's so.
Yeah, once you figure it out, they change it.
Exactly.
Who is they? When they change
The
algorithm?
platform.
The platform. So
The
every
Illuminati.
platform.
No, it's fine. Them.
At this point, it might as well be.
Yeah, I know, right?
So every platform has its own internal algorithm.
Kind of
Yes.
algorithm based on that platform's values.
Okay.
So, the second you figure it out, it does change. And so you might post a red square on Tuesday, which was like getting hits and getting
Blow
blown up,
up,
and then
yeah.
next Thursday it's going to be a blue square, and then you're going to have to like figure it out and like lean into it a little bit and be like, okay, and then boom, you post another type of content, and
Okay.
it'll go viral, and then you're
Okay.
like, I got it, hammer, and
then no.
and then they'll change it up again.
Yeah,
So this being effective in the marketplace, realistically, you almost need a professional on your team who's able to stay tracking and courting and dating what's working. You know, you can post 30 hashtags. and it's really easy to be like, I'm going to post all 30 hashtags.
Right.
But the algorithm only likes you to post like 3 to 4.
four.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Hold on a second.
But they
It
don't
gets-
say
it
that.
gets-
Exactly.
Whoa.
So it's like
Yeah.
if you
It
gets
post
that
30,
specific?
Yeah,
you're
and the time-
spamming. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's exactly. And it's like, are you resharing? As I was telling you,
Yeah.
are you resharing or posting original content? So the algorithm is pretty much a math formula that no
Yeah.
one has an answer to,
Yeah.
but everyone thinks that they do.
Yeah.
And so it's like whoever guesses closer to the answer that like that platform wants, they'll push out your content, and then like you can have like the best content, and if I don't know, like
If it
you
doesn't
like
react?
if it's like today I
Wow.
want 4 hashtags
Yeah.
and you put 5, it's like, well, you didn't follow what I
Yeah,
wanted,
yeah.
and I'm punishing you, so you'll get just 2
And
likes.
and you didn't get enough reshares and enough
Exactly.
saves and enough likes and
And
enough
then like,
comments.
you didn't get like 10 likes within
Yeah.
the first 5 minutes, so
Yeah.
that means no one
Hey.
wants to see your content.
So this is
Wow.
why. What's up, gents? This is why you have to have someone. It's effective if you don't understand marketing.
Okay.
To have someone on your team that while you're being a CEO and you're like pushing the mission forward in the field or whatever it is, you have someone on your team that's focusing on social,
Okay, well, I'll tell you, the algorithm of this podcast is that at any minute
The
it can stop.
algorithm.
It can stop instantly because
Yeah.
Byron's gonna take off and say hi to somebody, and
it's
we just don't know what the algorithm can work, but it goes.
Let's do it.
No, that's good, man.
So
That's
this
really
is-
good.
This is good.
Yeah.
Any closing tips or words or anything of that you think could help people when it
I'll
comes to
take
this?
that one.
Hammer it.
I'll hammer it. If you are planning on going on the LinkedIn posting journey and you want to become a content creator, understand that you cannot just post one time and then expect to go viral immediately. It is something that you need to plan out a week in advance, a month in advance, understand what type of activities you will have, what type of people you will meet, and how you can not only advertise yourself as your personal brand, you can advertise the company that you work for if you get the permission from them in writing that you're able to talk about the company and the things that you do. Or if you are self-employed, how you can positively demonstrate your services and how you add value to your potential clients and audience without being salesy, unless it's like a direct thing that you're selling. But even then, you have to be more of a storytelling approach. And if you are committing to it and you're telling everyone, I'm committing to becoming a content creator, and you do it for 2-3 months and it's not the results that you want, and then you quit, it is demonstrating that you are not I've seen a couple of times, and I've been telling that to my clients, it's if you quit midway before the results come, it demonstrates that you're not able to maintain that relationship with yourself and that commitment, and your audience will catch on to that. And when you will retry to redo it, the algorithm will know that you're retrying again and will not push your stuff as forward if you remain committed.
It's like trying to get an ex-girlfriend back. The algorithm is. I think the algorithm's a female. That's what I think.
Oh,
Okay,
Yo.
well, look, man, I think it's been a great
yes.
hearing
Yes.
this.
Fantastic.
I think we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of work, especially for us.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I want to get a couple more followers today just by working the algorithm.
Thank you so much,
tags,
gentlemen.
reshares.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Boom.
Thanks.
I love it.
Boom.
This podcast is brought to you by Executive Protection Lifestyle Canada. Make sure to drop by next week and don't forget to subscribe.
This episode is brought to you by The Arena. The Arena focuses on helping law enforcement and security professionals achieve their ultimate work experience, curriculum, and fitness goals. Visit thearenatoronto.com.